Learning never exhausts the mind. I love those who can smile in trouble. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. Nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first understood. The smallest feline is a masterpiece. If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. Learning never exhausts the mind. The knowledge of all things is possible. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. The deeper the feeling, the greater the pain. The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue. As you cannot do what you want what you can do. The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look on the murder of men. The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of. Life without love is no life at all. Time stays long enough for those who use it. Make your work to be in keeping with your purpose. Intellectual passion drives out sensuality. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. All our knowledge has its origin in our perceptions. I have offended God and mankind because my work didn't reach the quality it should have. Water is the driving force in nature. God sells us all things at the price of labor. All sciences are vain and full of errors that are not born of experience, the mother of all knowledge. Our life is made by the death of others. I awoke only to find that the rest of the world was still asleep. Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. Once you have tasted the taste of sky, you will forever look up. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. Oh, wretched mortals, open your eyes. He who possesses most must be most afraid of loss. Obstacles cannot crush me, every obstacle yields to stern resolve. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. He who wishes to be rich within a day, will be hanged within a year. Marriage is like putting your hand into a bag of snakes in the hope of pulling out an eel. Details make perfection, and perfection is not a detail. As every divided kingdom falls, so every mind divided between many studies confounds and saps itself. Men of lofty genius when they are doing the least work are most active. He is a poor pupil who does not go beyond his master. He who can copy can do. The eye sees a thing more clearly in dreams, than the imagination awake. To become an artist you have to be curious. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. It is as great an error to speak well of a worthless man as to speak ill of a good man. I awoke, only to see that the rest of the world is still asleep. Painting is mute poetry, and poetry is blind painting. He who does not value life does not deserve it.